Um, well, that's fair.
Meaning like the show's going to start. Hey everybody, I'm Brian Bentley. Oh, hey Nick. It's Brian Bentley. Welcome to another Dish Top of the Table. As the group stages have done and the U.S. has been eliminated, we're going to go ahead right now. Evan, would you do us the honors, please? Put a little bit out for our homies in the U.S. men's national team.
Absolutely. This mimosa is not filled up enough. Look, you only get knocked out of the World Cup once every 4 years, so might as well indulge.
I am. Joining us this week, Evan Ream, Jake Catanese, and our man Mark Villa.
Hi, everybody.
All right.
Hey, Evan, thanks for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for having us.
So we try to, let me explain the rules of the show for anybody that is new, but Nick's seen it a million times, he knows all the rules. I'm going to ask 10 lightning round questions. They are all MLS related, as we try to narrow the focus of the show and keep it under 25 minutes. I will go to our panelists one at a time. You can say the first thing that comes to your mind. If you want to elaborate, you can. Don't go too crazy, Jake. And then we will go from there. And at the end of the 10 questions, I will give a hashtag that our listener can follow along on Twitter if they would like to, or if you would like to retweet that or forward to other people. You can play along as well using that hashtag to @TopOfTheTableTV. Question number 1. With the U.S. out of the World Cup, sell new soccer fans on the MLS in 10 words or less. Jake, 10 words or less. I'll let Evan go first so Jake can start paring down.
I'm sorry. The question was a bit raspy. Would you repeat, please?
Sorry, it's my Tom Waits voice. With the U.S. out of the World Cup, is this the equivalent of asking me to use the word in a sentence in a spelling bee? Is that what you're doing? Are you trying to get more time?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
No, but I seriously couldn't hear you.
With the U.S. out of the World Cup, sell new soccer fans on the MLS in 10 words or less. And Jake, you cannot use whatever Evan has left over.
It's fun, but you don't have to. Fuck.
It's fun, but you don't have to fuck. That's a perfect statement. You can just stop right there. Mark.
See all the guys that you're getting left out that would have helped us get further.
I'll allow that. Jake.
Soccer is always awesome. It doesn't always get played every 4 years.
Question number 2. MLS attendance will rise after the World Cup. True or false, Mark?
True for about 2 games.
Jake?
True, but I'll take the over on Mark. I'll say 3.5 games.
Half a game? What's wrong with you, Evan,
Midweek
please?
games don't actually count, so, you know.
Okay, then I will allow that logic. It can be worded a little better.
He's saying that a lot of New England Revolution fans are going to be leaving at halftime pretty soon. But
And Miami's not. See, if Miami was in the league already, we could use the Heat fan theory and say that they would leave for half a game.
Or arrive half a game, yeah.
False. The only players who really showed well were from Seattle and Kansas City, who already are at capacity.
All right, I'll allow that. Question number 3. Probably one of the biggest news over the World Cup break was that Kaka, former World Player of the Year, has officially joined Orlando FC. Will his stay be Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, or Harry Potterland? Evan?
Harry Potterland, because that's the best of all 3.
Mark?
I was going to say Fantasyland because I don't see it lasting.
Jake?
Was the one that hasn't been said Tomorrowland?
Yes.
I will say that because I hope that Mr. Kaka and David Villa and whoever else those 2 teams sign, because they have a lot of money, bring in a bright new future for Major League Soccer that involves our minimum wage guys making more money.
Thank you for that answer, Grant Wall. Question number 4.
How dare you, sir?
David Villa signed with NYCFC and was given a simple T-shirt instead of a jersey because they are not available. When Frank Lampard signs, what do they give him, Jake?
Hopefully the same lousy T-shirt for $10.
Mark?
Crutches and a bottle of Ensure.
Evan?
Well, it's going to be also a T-shirt, but it's going to be a couple sizes up because Frank Lampard's fat now.
I was waiting for a box of Entenmann's in there from somebody, all right. Question number... Oh, geez.
Fire Bruce!
Getting there. Question number 5. Nick, is that any better? I'm hearing microphone issues. Is it better now?
That's better.
Better? Okay. My apologies. It's a brand new mic. I gotta learn how to use it.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Maybe put a professional on here. Tim Cahill played in Friday's 2-2 draw with Toronto after being eliminated from the World Cup just days before. He deserves a few kind words, so please, let's give him just a few, Jake.
Were you going to me there?
Yeah, because I like to run into the ground that you talk a lot.
Sorry. Tim Cahill was probably one of the greatest Australian
That's
players
enough.
to
Jake,
not make it to the
Evan.
Holy crap.
Tim Cahill deserves a lot of credit. Great performance in the World Cup. But Landon Donovan in 2002 played less than 24 hours after coming back from the World Cup, and that World Cup was in Korea, which means his flight was much longer.
Mark?
Game changer. He got the point for the Red Bulls in that match.
Let's see. You know, also while we were gone, there was a little Open Cup action. and in the open, I'm gonna just isolate that sound. I'm gonna make that available, Evan, just so you know.
Great.
And in the Open Cup, Carolina upset the Galaxy, and Eric Wynalda's Atlanta team amassed 4 red cards and incited an all-out brawl. What I want you to do is promote Atlanta to the MLS, relegate a team, and tell me which team Atlanta starts a Slapshot style melee with. I'm gonna end with Mark. Go ahead, Evan.
Well, I mean, at this point, you have to say you relegate Chivas USA, but I wouldn't be against relegating the Houston Dynamo at this point just because they're so fucking boring. So, and the team they start the brawl with, well, too bad they can't start a brawl with Argentina because I feel like that would be the World Cup team they start a brawl with. Probably Montreal. Probably Montreal.
Jake.
I agree with relegating Chivas. I just want everyone to start a brawl with Houston because we hate those orange-wearing guys from there.
Mark.
At this point, I say relegate the Galaxy because they have shit the bed in every way humanly possible to this point in the season. There is no freaking way we ever should have lost that game. Ever. But you saw it the moment Keane stepped on the field. Oh, I'm playing. We're going to win. I don't have to run. I don't have to play. I don't have to keep my head up. I don't have to take it seriously. Oh, look, we're shit the bed again!
Well, he's going. Question number 7. Name other cups Bruce Arena cares about more than the Open Cup. Mark, keep going.
Shit the bed. Shit the bed. Bruce shit the bed again!
Okay, he needs a moment to think. Let's go to Evan.
The Emirates Cup, the Red Bulls' only other trophy besides the Supporter Shield.
Jake.
I was going to say the Capital One Cup.
Mark. I know what he's going to say. It's going to be 2 girls, 1 cup, so I'm going to go ahead and say
Tim Wicky's cup he should be carrying around and praying into.
Speaking of
Tim the Galaxy or nothing. Bruce is resting on laurels of cups won by Beckham and Donovan. Fire Bruce!
that might be our hashtag. I'm really tempted. Wow.
I can't. I'm a little upset. I watched the game today naked, mostly doing downward dog pose. I'm a little bit raw. Sorry.
You watched the game in 3D, is what you're saying.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Feel free to mute me at any time.
No, as long as somebody's laughing at this. Speaking of low-hanging fruit, question number 8. MLS has returned and Chivas beat RSL. Holy crap. Is this cats and dogs living together or a blind squirrel finding a nut? Sticking with our nut theme, let's stay with Mark.
Are we talking about Don Garber again and his prostate cancer?
No.
Hey,
but God bless him. God bless. Hashtag these nuts.
It's blind, crippled, behaggard, starving squirrel finding a nut. It's bound to happen. And yeah.
Jake.
Yeah, it's blind squirrel finding it up, but you also have to remember that Ramondo and Beckerman aren't on the RSL team right now, so that's kind of a thing.
Wait, where could they be, Jake?
Well, they were in Brazil until about 3 hours ago.
No, that was my sarcastic response that our two listeners have for saying, no shit, Jake, we know they were gone.
Well, I'm just saying.
Evan.
Hey, Cubo Torres, give that man a raise.
Yes.
That was a nice goal.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Was.
Cubo Torres, the one Chivas USA game I went to this season, he scored and he didn't do the robot. What the fuck, Cubo Torres? Sorry, I was mad. I wanted to see him do the robot.
Question number 9. Mark, we got you? Yes. Okay.
I'm here.
Question number 9. Peter Vermes remarked that Sporting KC was in the mix for Jermaine Jones, which people automatically.
I just lost your picture, Brian.
That's all right. You're not missing anything. Which people automatically misconstrued for being mixed-discarried. Turn up the rumor mill and go off the rails and go wild with your U.S. men's national teamers to MLS Rumors. Mark.
Chris Wondolowski gets shot when he gets home for missing an open net, Jimmy. Columbia 94 style.
Why do I think that shot would miss as well? Jake?
Misdiscrewed to NYCFU because.
I'm going to let the NYCFU joke land before we move forward.
Oh, I'm sorry. In New England, we refer to them as NYCFU.
No, I got it. I'm letting both of our listeners laugh at it. Okay, Evan, go.
John Brooks to DC United. I don't know why.
Wow.
I like John because he's the best American since Abraham Lincoln. You might as well put him in the Capitol.
You've thought about that before, haven't you?
No, I don't. I said it. I don't know why, and then I came up with an explanation for it after I had some more mimosa.
I mean, he could be the milk chocolate to Eddie Johnson's dark, so it could balance out.
Who's Eddie Johnson?
Don't, Mark. I've already thought of about 3 things I want to say. It's not. Let's just move on. Finally, question number 10. Send your tweets and comments to @SE_BeNoLights. Question number 10. I saw an article. This is mean. I saw an article on the MLS saying that you should start pressing the panic button in New York. Where else should they press the panic button, Jake? Evan?
I don't know what the standings are.
Miami. Push the panic button in Miami. That's not happening.
Mark, any coaches on the hot seat? Please go
that's
ahead.
What you meant.
Fire Bruce! Seriously, how in the hell does that team lose for a 3rd straight year to the freaking Railhawks, man? Because the manager didn't prepare him. He shit the bed. The team shit the bed. I can't even give the Railhawks credit except for scoring a goal in extra time when they should have been in the locker room jerking each other off. There's no way we should have lost that game, and we did. Oh, my God.
Can you tell us how you really feel?
Oh.
And the frickin' Galaxy are charging $328 a seat for field-side seats this year. Can you believe that shit?
Why would you go to the field side seats?
It used to be $150. It was a treat for my kids. I could yell at the players, and I knew they'd hear me. It was worth it.
Okay, fair enough.
If you would like to join along this week, you can play along with #GoRailhawks. We look forward to your comments. Oh,
I think Brian Bentley turned into a beat.
Railhawks. Oh my God. Ah, you may have just supplanted the Nugan rant there, Mark. Oh. So you were gonna poke the bear. No, you can laugh, Mark. It's okay. Don't try to keep up. Don't try to keep up the facade, the tough guy facade. Let it out.
No, I'm pissed. I'm
Pull
pissed.
back.
For the first time in 9 years, I probably will not renew my Galaxy season tickets.
What?
Breaking news.
It's going to take... Yeah, I don't even know what it would take for me to renew at this point.
Mark, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that a 2002 USA jersey?
Yes, it is.
If it's O'Brien, I'm quitting. If it says O'Brien on the back, I'm quitting life.
Complete with the undershirt that DeMarcus Beasley ripped off after he scored, and he couldn't get the jersey back on and had to stay on the sidelines for an extra 5 minutes after he scored because the undershirt was so wet and dripped sweat he couldn't get it back on.
When did he score in 2002?
I think it was Beasley. Pretty sure it was Beasley.
Beasley didn't score a World Cup goal in 2002.
Well, speaking of jerseys, as a matter of fact, the first time I met you guys, we were discussing Swap of the Table. Hey, Swap of the Table's back. We're going to go through the finals of the World Cup. You can follow along at Swap of the Table on Twitter. Use hashtag Swap of the Table if you've got a jersey. Post a picture of it. Let's try to keep them authentic. No eBay specials.
Did he score or did he assist? Because remember, it was Beasley. He ripped his shirt off and he couldn't get it back on. And he had to stay off on the sidelines for an extra few minutes to get the shirt back on.
I remember him. I remember him peeing on the sidelines and there being video of said actions occurring. But
I'm pretty sure it was Beasley. He ripped his shirt off in celebration, couldn't get it back on.
Okay. Well, I don't know what he was celebrating, but it wasn't a goal. But
a lot of drugs. I don't know. Who knows?
Fair enough.
Hey, I also have the 2002 training shirt, the blue sleeveless. It's very nice.
Oh, the one with the red, white, and blue on the collar?
No, the training shirt. It's just a sleeveless V-neck.
Oh, got it.
I saw across the front.
It was the royal blue, but it had the red, white, and blue with the gold on the just on the collar. Somebody on Facebook had posted it for sale.
For Swap of the Table, if anyone has a Dynamo Moscow jersey from pre-Russia days, meaning Soviet Union or Commonwealth of Independent States, I will trade many jerseys for that. So make it happen, Brian. Get me one of those.
You know what? I will give you a name of a guy that probably has one.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
There's a guy that is pretty involved in Swap of the Table, and you can spit out any random team, and he probably has it.
Does he have a Barcelona, but not the Barcelona from Spain, but the Barcelona from Ecuador?
Probably.
I want one of those too.
Go on. Post tweet. Just send a tweet. You don't have to address it to at Swap of the Table. Just tweet, but use the hashtag Swap of the Table, and you'd be surprised. There's people from the UK and from Spain and from Portugal and from South America that do it.
Really?
Yeah, I had the same reaction too.
Okay.
And if you have anything cool, this one particular guy will hound you to no end.
I have a Tim.
No.
That's very cool.
What? Okay. I'm just
No,
saying.
I know where you're going with. I know where you're going with that.
All right.
Yes, I would have to change the hashtag if we did that. All right, hey, even though you guys have been on before, let's pub your podcast really quick and let's get out of here. I have to change my pants. God, Mark,
did you do a number 1 or a number 2, Brian?
Yes.
Probably both.
What podcast are we playing? I don't know. We're on the Pickup Soccer. Abram Meyer on First 11 Podcast. At First 11 Pod. Follow at First 11 Pod. Follow at Evan Ream. Boom.
Jake?
AASP, The Bent Musket, SB Nation, New England.
Mark,
You'd like to plug New England.
Yeah,
I like to plug a region. I like to plug Northern California. It's just a great place.
Speaking of Bent Muskets
Katie
and
Holmes
plugging
from
regions,
Batman
I
Begins.
knew it was coming.
Dude, seriously, in Batman Begins, Katie Holmes was just about perfect. There's that scene where she's passed out. She just got gas, poking out a little bit.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you not
Katie
talking
Holmes.
about the? Why are you not talking about the gift?
before she got pre-cruised. Oh my God, Katie Holmes.
Yeah. Have you seen The Gift?
No.
Katie Holmes.
What?
Go find it.
Okay, I will.
I'm
I'll do that
not
tonight.
I'm by no means telling anybody to go look for a potential nude scene of Katie Holmes.
Is that the one that they're watching in Harold and Kumar?
It's exactly the one they're watching.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'll check it out.
All right, we have successfully kept this under 30 minutes. For those of you that are listening, we appreciate you joining us. If you would like to tweet along and give us your answers, you can use the hashtag #GoRailhawks. Oh, I'm such a douche. And we would have used the hashtag #FireBruce, but then you would end up getting about 3 dozen tweets from Mark. And then I can say that FC Dallas gets Carolina in the Open Cup in 2 weeks, so I may be in the same boat too. So. For Evan Ream,
Probably will shit the bed, but yeah.
Jake Catanese. I almost don't want to hang up because I know something's going to happen as soon as I hit that button.
What's the record for Mark saying shit the bed? Is there a number?
No, but we tried to set an over/under the first week of the season. And,
Was it
and
3.5? Like Jake's? Sorry.
Well, I took I took the over, and since I'm pseudo in control, I tend to poke the bear where I know he'll say it a lot.
He baits me.
To say the words. Let's clarify that. Bait him to say those words.
I see what you did.
I'm a master at it. Before anybody makes a joke, you're all dicks.
It sort of sounds like match fixing to me.
It sounds like Match.com to me.
Yep. Jake, shut up. For Evan, Jake, Mark, I'm Brian Bentley. Hashtag #GoRailhawks. Let's just ISO Mark before we leave. Everybody mute your mics and let's just let Mark go out on this one.
Mother fucking Bruce, goddamn cocksucking bastard. Shit in the bed every other game. Can't get the fucking team to play like they should. Fucking DPs don't play for their contracts, goddamn. Fucking Galaxy. Shit in the bed every day.
We'll see you next week.